Is your bucket empty, Dawn? Wait a minute. That sounds a bit empty. I think we should get him filled. Oh, that's good then. That's good. Oh, see, there we go.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Meet the Charity, where we have our lovely 2026 charity, Sunny Harbour. Yes.
Yeah,
They
don't mention that.
very kindly came to our rescue last year for 2025, but they were also our 2022 charity. So I'm going to hand you over to our lovely Paul, who's going to tell you a little bit more about the charity and what they do.
And also, if you've got any questions or that, just feel free to fire them. Basically, I've just got to wing this for how long have we got?
Hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to take a long time. So that's why yesterday I didn't say much at the opening ceremony. I thought I'm going to save it all for today because, yeah, it's the easiest way of doing it. So we are Sunny Harbour Cat Rescue. We are basically a self-funded charity based in Fife. Basically, we rescue the ones that no one else will rescue, is what we always say. So we get the stragglers and the strays. Don't know about stragglers and strays, but I've got to marry. Dawn's just having a cool-off time, so yeah. But I mean, normally we have we get the ones that nobody else will deal with. We'll get the ones who are basically dog-eared, require lots of surgery and things like that. That is our main game. We go for the ones that no one else will touch. The ones that say, no, that cat's, it's not worth it. It's not worth the effort to basically do that. We will rehabilitate, we will rehome as much as we can. We'd rather see the cats in a natural environment, or a nice home, than anything else. It's what we are. It's our ethos throughout what we do. We take every situation, every cat is different. It's exactly what we do here as well. There is no problem with this. There's no problem with us. We'll just do what we need to do to get the end result. So there's not much I can say about it. Okay? But we've more people. We like peoples. We basically we rescue. I mean, we're dealing with a feral colony not far from here. Basically, just I can't remember. That shows you how bad it was. Where we were called to basically find one little cat. It turns out that one little cat went into about 172, I think was the last count we had out of it, where we ended up doing a trap, neuter, release program, rehoming, basically rescuing the kittens from the facility at usually about 10, 12 weeks. It's the really, really tricky area of time where the kittens are at that point where they're too feral that you can't sort of rehome them. But we always give them a chance. So yeah, every cat has a chance with us. So guys, I'm going to open it up and say, have you guys got any questions just now? Or anything you would like to ask? Yes, Laura's going to ask me questions. The oldest cat, the one that we had that was the oldest, she would have been 28.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of the oldest cats we've had. So yeah, it's 20. She was a tortoise shell. She was a minx. She really was a minx. But yeah, I mean, some of the old cats we've had, they get to a certain point, and most of the times they end up with thyroid problems, and that is the big thing. You're seeing all these adverts coming up. They're just now on. I've seen basically the cat's got thyroid issues. What do you do? They're all different. Your vet will advise you what is the best for them. So I mean, we've got a good thing that we've got actually a good back-in with our vet. We work alongside them. So, I mean, it's not the first time that they've called me in to say, what would you do in this situation with this cat? Not the vets telling me that's what you're going to do with that. So, it's good for that. So, anyone else? Yes?
People want to adopt cats that are quite tame, quite docile, jump on an accident. Do you have difficulty housing cats which are more wild or feral?
Not really, no. Because we take our time to work with each individual cat. No two cats are the same. We have had quite a few cats that we've taken from feral colonies, which are wild cats. And we don't know what we do differently to other rescues. And you can ask myself or Sarah, my wife basically, and she'll say the same thing. We don't know what we do differently. We just treat each cat individually. There is no set rules. You know, we're not all the same, so why should you treat them the same? There is no rules. So one cat will let you approach them. Some cats won't let you go near them. I had one cat who came from a feral colony. She had a mat on her back that went from her shoulder blades right all the way down to her bottom of her tail. Now, this was a pure feral, not somebody's stray cat that went away. And I took the chance and basically started brushing her with a comb to brush this mat out. It took me 6 days of gentle teasing, gentle working, and I actually managed to remove that mat. After that, she rolled onto her back and showed me her tummy, and it's like, no, you're a tortoiseshell, I ain't going to touch that. That's no, not falling for that trick. But yeah, they're all different, yeah? But every cat has a chance. We don't put any animal to sleep. That's our big thing. They will be with us for as long as they can be, or as long as they need be, if we can't get them a placement somewhere where they can go. So yeah, that's it. It's no kill. It's strictly no kill for us. So yeah. You had a question?
I've got a more general question.
Yeah.
How did you become our charity this year?
How did I become this charity of this year? Well, that's going back to 2022 when we first came here.
Yes, yeah.
Which, yeah, that was, for us, we had no idea what we were coming to. And I still have no idea what I'm coming to usually. But we're a case of you guys actually adopted us. You adopted the charity, not the charity came to you. You guys actually adopted us. We had so much fun in that first year. We just muck in and get on with it. That's us. I mean, Dawn, what have you got to say? That's what it's for. But yeah, you guys adopted us. We just come in. We were just ourselves. That's pretty much it. What you see with us is what you get. And we just fell in love with you guys. And literally, the whole thing has just become, you know, I mean, I was saying, Kyle was saying basically about the phone call that we got last year at basically, I think it was 12 o'clock. Bearing in mind the opening ceremony is at 1. From Kyle basically going, well, look, we're up shit creek without a paddle. Can you help us out? We need an emergency charity.
Yep.
That was pretty much the wording of it. And he knew what the answer would be, but he just needed to hear me say it. Now, bearing in mind, at that time, I was, God, I can't even remember what I was doing, but when I got the voicemail of, oh, shit, we need a charity. We need you through here right now. So, yeah, it was, you know, the answer was yes. Can you get through for the opening ceremony? How long, what time's opening ceremony? 1 o'clock. This is 20 past 12. I'm like, I can't drive that fast. No. We'll send a taxi through for you. I can't do that just now. Well, get on an aeroplane. Do whatever you get through here. I'm like, I can't get through. So, yeah, I missed the opening ceremony. We got here, I think, on the Saturday and the Sunday, I think, at some point.
I think it was, yeah.
Oh. But, yeah, we had nothing organised, nothing planned, nothing ever. Now, at that time, Azakir was doing a tombola.
Yes.
Yeah, he made the mistake, didn't he?
He did.
So did Kazumi. They challenged me to go for a random tombola.
Yes.
Do you think I've done that?
Do you think he's done that?
Has anyone been up to the den and seen the pile of stuff behind the table of the charity table? How bad is it?
There's a lot.
It's bad.
So you can all see this on Monday.
Yeah, Monday's Mega Tombola. It's going to be fun, I think.
It will be.
So, yeah. So, going back to the original question, how we become the charity this year, because we did such an emergency job last year, literally the Sunday, and I think, did I get to the closing ceremony?
You did.
I did. Yeah. So yeah, that shows you. I was just completely. Last year was just completely
It
threw
was
me
a
off.
whirlwind.
Yeah, to say the least. I think I got here for the closing ceremony. That was it.
Yeah.
So basically, we got invited to come back this year and have 1 year to prepare for it.
Yeah.
So we actually had time to prepare for it. It hasn't been a good year. That's all I'm going to say. That's on a personal note for myself. It's just been one thing after another. So when you're dealing with basically our side of things, basically the rescue, it's really difficult to have rescue and personal life. It's to separate those two. It is one of the hardest things to do. And we had a lot of damage last year, which the funds helped me deal
Yep.
with. We've got this year, the legislation has changed on the size of the pens that you can house the cats in. So this year, we're going to have to completely refit every single cat pen we have. So that is what we are going to be doing this year with the money that comes from you guys. So it is a complete refit of every single cat pen we have. Because of the legislation, we've actually got to take less numbers than what we could basically take before. I mean, what would be the maximum number of cats, do you think, a rescue would be able to take? This is before the animal welfare legislation came in. 70? Yeah. That's a reasonable amount. That's not too bad. The maximum we have had at one time was 172 cats.
Oh.
That's at the point where we went, our walls can't take any more. We have to cut back. The legislation states that we can have, I think, 22. Yep. It is that restrictive. And each individual cat has to have an individual pen. So because before we would have a litter of kittens in that pen, because they're all family, get on, da 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 da. Disgusting critters are kittens, but that's a different story. So yeah, legislation is there. It's great for the rescues that are not towing the line, but for the ones who have been towing the line for years and years and years, it's actually more restrictive for us. So there's pros and cons to it. The legislation is there to basically weed out the ones who don't take care of their animals. You know, the rescues. There's rescues out there who won't do anything, but for the ones who do, it's not good. So yeah, going back to questions again. Any more? Oh, it's quiet. There we go. I can check. Yeah. Right, no, I can double check that for you. It will be in basically the emails there. It's just been, as I say, this year has not been a good year personally for us as well. So yeah, I will double check that. See me at the end, and I will double check that. Okay? Cool. Now, I need all you guys to put this out just now, okay? Kanara will be putting it out. What we're going to do this year is we're going to auction the shirt off my back. Dawn likes that idea because I need a Dawn 8 sticker. Cool, because we need to get that in pride of place here. So if you can see, we're going to basically start stickering me.
Yes.
If you see me, sticker me. I am here basically tonight and tomorrow, so yeah.
And this will be in the auction.
Yeah. I've
So-
also had Danza say he's going to draw something. Come on, it can't be that bad. It's Danza. I remember that piece last year. The one with the tombstone that nobody could see. You not remember that one? The one that basically they went up and said, Look,
Yes,
it's
I
a
remember
piece
now.
you can show to your mum.
Yeah.
With a giant. Yeah.
Do we have any more questions?
Yes. Why don't you like kittens?
Sorry?
Why don't you like kittens?
It's not a case of like kittens. They specify the age first.
You were the one who said the disgusting creature.
No, they're just disgusting. When you're dealing with kittens, if you ask the question, is it poo or is it food? Always go for poo. They're usually covered in it. They roll in it. They basically just, they're disgusting at that age. But I mean, when you're taking them from basically a day old, when they're just little things that can fit in your hand, and literally you're bottle feeding them from, you know, basically birth onwards, it's one of the most rewarding things you can do. It's something that we pride ourselves that we really, really, really enjoy doing, and we have a really, really high success rate. A lot of rescues, you know, they'll lose the kittens that are trying to bottle feed. We are the opposite end of the scale. We actually, we don't lose a lot less, but it's usually if the ones that pass away are the ones that have had problems basically being born, or there's some other thing. It's not the feeding side of it. It's basically, we don't, as I say, we don't know what we do differently. We just enjoy what we do, and that's what made us basically just keep going. So yeah, sorry, diversion. It's not a case of don't like kittens. When you've got basically, I think we had a litter of, I think 12 pure black kittens in our living room. Oh no, when we showed these kittens out, there was a pen of kittens. You know, like the rabbit ones you put outside? One of them. Right. Right, guys, these are the kittens. Yeah. You see them all? Yeah. Yeah. You'll get one of them. Don't ask us which one. You'll get a black cat. That's it. Pretty much it. There was no distinguishing marks between them all. Apart from you could tell which one's a boy and which one's a girl. That was it. They were all pure black. Right down to black claws. There was not a single white hair on any of them. So that itself, because if you have a pure black cat, you'll find one or two pure white hairs. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Whereas, again, a white cat, you'll always find one or two black hairs. So yeah. Whiskers. Whiskers are black. Normally, yeah. Honestly, we even thought about putting collars on them. Yeah, put the collars on them and then basically turn around and the collars are off them because their heads were just literally came off them. But when you're dealing with cats like that, they run up you. So when you're going along and walking through the living room and you've got basically cats dangling off you, basically on your head, and it's great fun. No, it's not. You're little tiny little pinpricks all over your back, and then you'll get the one who will get you in the place that you don't want to be got at. Yep. So yeah, cats are fun. Well, some cats. Some cats are just lazy and just lying on tables. Did you like the lion joke? Ba-dum-dum. Need to come awake again. Any other questions? Oh, come on, Laura.
Oh, thank you. What's been your most memorable case?
There is so many. But I remember my birthday one year, dealing with a feral colony down the road from us, and then getting another phone call from one of our volunteers who said, my friend's found this cat. It looks like he's got a broken leg and he's stuck under a shed. Okay, so we went down. She says, I've been chasing the cat round and he's went from under that car to under that shed. Okay, so common thing with cats is they have a dislocated hip or they break the top of their femur, top of their hip, and what it does is creates a false joint. So, but that's later on. But most of the time the ball of the hip's totally gone and the leg's loose about. There's ways and means to, a lot of vets will say to you, take the leg off. No. If you basically cage rest the animal, cage rest the cat, and let it create what's known as a false joint. and basically the leg will still move as normal. It creates a hip joint as well, so it's a really good thing. It's not painful. You know, it's not painful with a cat. They will literally just keep going as they are, because cats are good that way. So this cat was stuck under a shed which had about that much space. So there's not a lot of room there. You can see the cat. The cat's way in there. Now, at the time, it was a case of, oh, how are we going to get in there? How are we going to get that cat away in there? So I like to think on the spot. Everything's a challenge. How would you get that in there? Bearing in mind what you've got. You've got nothing with you. Okay, I'm going to go to Asda's. I got a telescopic clothesline, clothes pole, and basically we managed to get the clothesline in a bag and things like that round the actual cat and then pull them out. So we then rescued the cat there. The cat got called Rodney. And actually one of our volunteers, Patty, she took Rodney, and he continued his merry way, and basically he only passed away just last year. That was about 9 years after that, and he was about 6 or 7 years old when we first got him. So it wasn't a young cat, but he was a melon-headed tomcat. What can you say? We love the melon heads. You know, the unneutered tomcats. We don't like them when they first come in because they stink to high heaven. Have you been neutered yet, Tamari? Is that a yes? But yeah, I mean, a lot of people think that all cats basically stink. It's usually only the unneutered. Yeah, you do. They basically, once you get them neutered, basically the smell usually dissipates within 2 or 3 days. But just going back to that, it's actually Indy. One cat that we actually got, and it's the only time I have ever had a phone call from the vets to say, can you come and get this cat? I'm like, why? What's wrong? Can you please just come and get him? Why? Is everyone okay? What's wrong? I'm like, he stinks. I'm like, it can't be that bad. Now, bear in mind, so you've got the opening out there, it'd be all along there and actually in to probably up the main stage. That's the size of the vet's practice. You walked in the front door, you could smell him. They had the doors open, the windows open. It was like a skunk had basically dropped the load in it, and honestly, he really did reek. And it was like, oh. So we took him out, put him in the car at the time, yeah, our own car, and you're like, windows down, everything, yeah. We got him home, put him in his pen, no smell. He got rid of all his stink at the vets. You could, honestly, the candles they had burning must have cost him a fortune for that day. It was hilarious. But, you know, the vet at the time was just like, no, just take him away. He stinks. But yeah, again, it dissipates, it goes away. And that's what we can't understand about basically people who've got unneutered tomcats in their houses, and you become nose blind to the smell. That's part of the issue. So they don't see the smell until someone else walks in and goes, my eyes are watering, I can't. Yeah. Yeah, they can be really strong sometimes, so yeah. A lead crate? No.
Maybe like a smell detector. One of those like crates where you put on a hazmat suit with oxygen masks and you have to hold it like
yeah, it's sometimes people are dealing with unneutered tomcats. Yes, that's the smell you get. It is, honestly, it's difficult to describe when you get a really, really strong one. And people hate me when I try and describe it. What? I'm describing. You're a strong one. Oh, okay. Are we going to neuter him? Table saw. That's going to be the threat now. Auction off charity. Auction off. Tamari's testicles. Yeah, there we go. No, you're keeping them. Okay. So yeah, divergent to a different topic. There we go. Oh dear. So, any other questions? Yes. Cat breed. Favorite cat breed. I actually like a ragdoll. Ragdolls, I have to admit, raggies are my favourite. But in general, actually the best ones to have are actually the ones who are more varieties than anything else. Because a purebred cat, they all come with issues. Maine Coons, heart problems. Raggies, it's usually livers or kidneys that are their issues. Persian cats, breathing difficulties because they're bred to have the flat face and things like that. British short hairs, again, heart issues and things like that. Every purebred cat has an issue. They basically, that's what they're breeding in is more issues. So the ones who have got 57 different varieties, you know, could be multicolored to anything like that, they're the ones I really like, but before anything else, because they're actually more temperamental. They don't have any quirks, issues. Well, apart from tortoise shells, but that's Pudge. Pudge the cat. We can't really say much without tortoise shells without Pudge. So yeah. So neutering clinic, you're fine. But yeah, any other questions? Sorry. You must apply. Oh. Sorry, I can't. I can peel, but I can't apply. So find the space.
How many cats are currently in your care?
As I say, because we've had to restrict the numbers, we're actually down to about 7 just now. But we have a waiting list of a lot to come in. It's just now we can't. Because of the housing, yes, it's acceptable. It's basically, it would work. But because of the legislation states it has to be this size with that type of material, it's not it's a total nightmare. I mean, we've used these pen styles for years and had no issues. The legislation was actually put through and actually run through us before it was actually put out to, you know, the whole thing. And it was all acceptable, it was all fine. It was just basically the last part, they went, no, your pens are not big enough. Come into the neutering clinic. One step chip. They're not going for it. What's going on? Yeah, so I lost track of what I was going now. Neutering, yes.
So I own a pair of cats who are like a brother and a sister. They look very different. One's like a very like classic like tabby, the boy. The girl is a tomcat who is rather fluffy. How is this possible?
That's genetics for you. Now, where people don't realise, cats can actually have multiple mates and multiple different partners with that, and have a kitten from each individual partner in one sitting. So it's crazy, because the way cats' reproductive systems work when they give birth. Now, the vet described it to us, and you never look at sausages the same way. It's like a string of sausages. So you've got two sides with a string of sausages. So you can have multiple different dads, and basically they're all being born at the same time. It's honestly is bonkers. But it's cat genetics. They're totally weird and frustrating, and yeah. Some genetic quirks are great, some are just really bizarre. I mean, the worst one we've had is where there's a cat came in, she gave birth, which is nothing unusual, to 4 kittens. And it's one of the worst ones we've ever seen, where you go back in and you check them at night, yeah, all perfectly fine, you go back in the morning and there's 2 kittens. Yes, mums will eat their own kittens. We had never seen it before either, so it was like, whoa, what happened there? It took, I think, 48 hours, because we had to take the kittens off her. We couldn't risk her doing any more harm to the kittens, because we were like, no, because you've done it with two, you're going to do it with another. So we didn't realise it. So once the mum's cat's milk started to produce, we found that she only had 2 working teats. So she knew that, or there was something inbuilt that she knew she only had 2 working teats. So she had 2 kittens. And honestly, it is one of the worst things I've ever done. Have you ever seen that? So yeah, there's lots of good things and there's lots of bad things you deal with cats. So everybody sees the fluffy side of it. You know, dealing with the fluffy ones. But there is also bad sides. So yeah. Yes?
From your personal experience, can you confirm what to say about orange cats and their intelligence? Aye.
Dum dum dum. They're not bright. Definitely not. No, orange cats, or ginger, as we like to call them. Iron brew. Yeah, they're one of the trickiest cats to work with, because yeah, I'm going to keep going. But do you know that cat that I was telling you about was the stinkiest cat in the world? Guess what colour he was? Yeah, ginger. And the other part of that one, basically about him, he actually only just passed away last week, and that was one of the second or third rescues we ever did. So he was actually 19 years old when he passed away, I think. So yeah, yeah, it was just, but she actually got a second cat from us, and basically he passed away 5 weeks before that. So it's just weird. It's weird. But so she's looking for a ginger cat. Do you want to go? No? It's quite good. She'll feed you and pet you. Yeah, sold you it. £2. Right, any other questions? Ooh, silence. Oh, here we go.
Hold up.
Oh. I've got a runner. This is good.
Speaking of like ginger cats, about 10 years ago, we rescued a ginger cat from the street, and when we took her to the vet for the first time, the vet was really like surprised that we've had like a female ginger cat, and she was like, oh, like most of them are male. Do like different breeds have like certain like, are different genders more likely to happen like on different breeds, or is it like rarer for certain breeds to have different genders or what?
That is actually a really good question. It's actually the wrong colour. Ginger female cats are actually really common. Ginger male cats, really common. As presented here. But the one that they always say is tortoiseshell. That's where they get the mistake. A male tortoiseshell is a 1 in, I think, 1 in 1.2 million chance. But they're always sterile. You're a tortoiseshell. Tamari, are you a tortoiseshell? No, that's fine. I like where your hands went there too. But yeah, so a male tortoiseshell cat is rare. It does happen, but it's always sterile. They will not be able to reproduce. It's just because the genetics of the multiple colours, just they can't reproduce. It's really, really one of those weird things. I think in our time, the closest one we ever saw was actually who our charity is named after, is Sunny Jim. He was what's known as a red tabby. So when you look at, I think Laura, you've got a picture of Sunny Jim. His eyes, he was half blind, really.
You want to come in?
Really weird. But he was a red tabby. So he had tabby markings, but with ginger on him. So technically he was basically a red tortoiseshell. As soon as you've got 3 colours, they class it as a tricolour, so tortoiseshell. But yeah, you're not tortoiseshell yet. Your claws are black though. That's good. So yeah, that's the other one. I mean, any other ones? Not really, no. That's the main one that people get mistaken with. The ginger female cats are rare. No, ginger female cats, there's loads of ginger females. It's just ginger males, you just see a lot more of them, especially the melon-headed ones like that. Yep. So, yeah. Anything else? Yep. You got Mike.
How long has your charity been running, and what made you decide to start your own charity?
Oh, no, not that question. Oh. You think I've answered this question 1,000,001 times. Why did we actually start this? I have only one answer to that, and that was my wife. That's it. So Sarah basically befriended a woman basically who ran a charity up in Cooper, who basically taught us everything we needed to know about running a cat rescue. We were working with that rescue, and unfortunately, she passed away. Her husband then took it over, and the only way to describe it, he had a complete mental breakdown, to the point where he was telling people that we broke into his house and stole all his wife's jewellery. We're like, well, we don't have to do that. But he had a complete mental episode that just threw him completely off the rails. So the only thing we could do was actually cut complete ties with that. It's something that we ourselves believed that we were good at, we enjoyed doing, and the only thing we could do was basically start ourselves. We started Sunny Harbour with £50, and no help. You know,
Damn.
50 pence, 3 dog cages, and no help. And we've created basically from pretty much there over, it would be 18 years now that we've actually been dealing with rescue. Yeah, it's just grown arms, legs, extra tails, and
Yep.
come on, windswept and interesting. Be careful, you'll neuter yourself. So yeah, so we did it for basically, we believe we're good at what we do. We love doing it, and we just keep going. I thought Dom was going to do something really bad there. Yeah.
Anything else? Any other questions? Oh.
What is the biggest mischief one has gotten into? What is the biggest mischief one has gotten into?
That's a really good one. The most problematic one. I've had cats in trees, cats up chimneys, cats behind walls, cats, you name it. I've had so many ones. It's usually kittens that are the worst because they are a nightmare. I'm not, you know, a mum cat will take the cat, have her kittens somewhere out the way so you can't get to them. Roof spaces, perfect. Unfortunately, the cats then fall down behind the walls. And you're getting phone calls, there's a cat meowing behind my wall. Where is it? So these walls are great because you can just cut holes in them. The kittens don't like that because they just scurry away along somewhere else. So that was one. That was actually in a school. I had that. Basically, the mum had the kittens on the roof, and the kittens fell down the wall. So then I had to go up in the roof and try and find out if there was any more kittens. To which, guess what? They fell down the wall again as well. Well, sorry, I'll say it rolled down, and there was 3 of them. And Mum had actually just went up there and given birth to the kittens in the roof, in the glass fibre, in the glass wool. You know, it's not great. So yeah, cats will be mischievous in many ways, but kittens, when they're being born, are usually the worst.
Thank you.
No. All right, get stickers. Yes. Yay. No worries. Thank you. Any more? Oh, more stickers. I'm not complaining about stickers. Let's go
Completely
for the sticker
sticker.
session.
Yep. Thank you.
Oh, that's not bad. The most exciting bit, stickering. Yes, go for it.
I used to work as a tree surgeon. Is there any way? Used to work as a tree surgeon. Is there any easy way of getting a stuck cat up a tree? Classic case: the higher up the climb, the higher the cat climbs. So you're ending up cutting off the branch. The final branch the tree takes refuge in, then lower the branch the cat down.
Short answer, no. You can see what the cats are like. As soon as you go near them, they'll go higher up. You know that. You can try many different things, but usually it's... If the cat's got up there, 90% of the time, they will come back down on their own. We've had fire services called up to them sometimes as well. You've got things that you can basically, nets that you can put over it, but when you're dealing with trees, with nets, what happens? The net gets stuck in the tree, so you're then back to square one again as well. So there is no easy way. It's just time. Yes?
You were dealing with a lot of kittens. I'm guessing you get a lot of them that are adopted very quickly. What's the longest one you've had?
That was actually a tortoise shell. I think she was about 8 years. We had her 8 years. There's some points where even we are challenged, you know. But because we're a no-kill rescue, we will not put them to sleep. We did actually rehome her, but we rehomed her because she wouldn't come around. She wouldn't be a lap companion. She wouldn't basically sit on your lap. She wouldn't come to... But she'd come round and speak to you. That was her limit. But she wouldn't choose a new owner, because a lot of times we set the meetings up, but the cat might not choose you. And that is the big thing. You can choose a cat, but the cat might not choose you. But she had no choice. She didn't choose anyone. So we put her into a stable environment, to which now she sits on basically the people's laps and lets them pet them all the time. That's her environment. So you've got to work these things out. Sometimes it'll basically be straightforward and simple. It's never straightforward and simple, but yeah, 8 years is probably 6, 7, 8 years. Yes.
So I know with cats talk about like the 3-3-3 rule for like when you get new cats. As in like 3 days for them to like get used to to you, 3 weeks to get used to home, for them to sell them, that kind of thing.
I've not heard of the 3-3-3, but
so it takes time to sell then.
yes,
Basically.
yes.
So if you as the cat chooses you,
Yep.
and they come to you, are we going to be shy at first, regardless? Because I was like, we're like hiding behind the toilet and everything in the first couple of days.
See, if you give a cat too much space at first, it can actually set you back. We always say restrict to one room till the cat gets used to coming out and basically settling to you, because it is a strange environment. You know, you come into this con for the first time and you're basically like, whoa, it's scary. There's a big cat there. Yeah, so you don't know what's going on. So treat it like you would treat yourself. You were going to compete in your... The way we used to describe it was, if you're bringing a kitten into a new area, it's like going into basically the National Museums. You know, you go into this big open space where there's lots of things that are going to be shiny things and dangly things and bones. Yeah. So yeah, always take it in that aspect, you know. Treat it as if you were going to a big open area. You'd be panicking yourself. Treat it the same way. Just restrict that space. It works. They're all different. And then get them neutered. There's a theme here. Band-aids. I'm only joking, Tamari. I wouldn't do that to you. No, I wouldn't. I've not got the big scissors with me today. Yeah. So, anything else?
What's the most rewarding rescue you've had?
Oh. I have to admit, it's the one that actually probably got us first mentioned to Scotiacon. And that's through Fee, who does Selkie suits. She met up with us with a cat that we had actually raised from basically a day old. He was actually born with a cleft palate. He was missing the entire section of his face there and a hole right in the back of there. And the chances of him surviving were pretty much, the vet said, you're as well just putting him to sleep. There's nothing you can do, can? We're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to try. We're going to adapt things to do. We had to syringe feed him with an elongated teat so that he could actually take the milk in. We got past the first few weeks, which is the most crucial stage. So we're like, right, okay. Then you get to the 4 to 8 week stage, which is actually where you get what's known as sudden kitten fading syndrome. It's literally they'll just pass away without any warning. There's nothing you can do. So you get past that part, and you're like, right, okay, now he's eating solids. Right, okay. When he's eating the solids, they're going all the way in his face. They're literally packing up. And then he sneezes. A snot ball of whatever you would want to call it. Because there was no... A cat's nose, you think, is just an open hole. No, it's not. There's actually a membrane of bone and tissue and everything in there that allows them to smell. That's why they're smelling so good. But he had none of that. So we actually we worked with him, we worked with him, got him through, got him to about a year old, and we're like, right, what can we do with him now? Okay, let's put the feelers out, see if there's anybody that can help us. And we actually contacted dental vets down in North Berwick. Dental vets, it seems an odd one, but it's because it was the musculofacial part of it, who then went, ooh, I like this challenge. Now, Norman, who basically, his claim to fame is he used to be a drummer in the Bay City Rollers. If anybody can remember who they are, Bay City Rollers, gee whiz. So yeah, Norman then took out a challenge himself. He was actually at a conference in Las Vegas, who then spoke to other vets who were dealing with that, and they actually came up with a plan to actually reconstruct his face and everything like that. So it was then a case of, right, can you deal with that? You know, what can we do? We'll fund you. It's not a problem. Just can you do something for him? So then he pulled in a vets from Vets Now in Glasgow, who then basically travelled from here with their vet's assistant all the way to North Berwick. We then met him there, who then basically did the surgery, and they were like, this might not that might not work. It might be, we'll do what best we can. So got him back, you know, shaved face, everything like that. But they did manage to reconstruct it as much as they could. So they actually did fix it. And he lived until he was 9 years old. He actually became my son's best friend. My son has autism, and they were inseparable. And he literally just passed away one night. Just no warning. And that was Mr. Norris. So he is one of the most memorable ones, and the most loving ones. But there is a second one that actually can top that. But again, we had to go down to dental vets to sort this one out, who basically, the only way to describe it is he defleshed his entire chin right down to here. Oh. So the entire thing right down to here. When he actually hissed at me for the first time I seen him, it was like, what? And that's what he got called, was what? Because everyone looked at me, what? We took him up, we got an emergency surgery with our own vets, who went, what? Yeah, and literally that's what he became known as, what? Because anytime everyone looked at him, it was what? Again, we took him to dental vets, who, the first words were, what? Yeah, that's his name, yeah, what? How did you know that? Yeah. So again, they attempted one time to reattach it at our own vets. It failed within 24 hours. They then tried to reattach it another way. It failed. The vet at the time was basically doing her end of term thesis on something, and she decided, no, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to reattach this. And it took her, I think, 6 hours of surgery to basically reattach it, micro stitches, wire it around his teeth, everything. And they were like, look, he might not make it, might not do it, it might not work. He's still bloody going now. They actually managed to repair it, and he's still going now. And he's basically now known as Sir Whatty What, because everybody goes, what? But he has no lips. He's no bottom lips, because the lips actually died. But he is still completely crazy. So yeah, that's Sir Whatty What. Honestly. So Mr. Norris and Sir Whatty What.
Got about 10 minutes left. So we've got time for maybe one more question. Yep. Well done.
What's the most unusual colour you've seen in the cat?
Big on to marry. It's really difficult because it's not unusual. Would be a silver torby, a tortoiseshell cat, silver hair. So and tortoiseshell mark. It was really, really, really bizarre. That's about it. I mean, even certain black cats. If you actually look at a black cat in certain lights, you'll see that they actually have ghost markings. Tabby ghost markings. So a black cat, it might look pure black, but if in a certain light you'll see they've actually got tabby markings in them. It's just a different shade, slightly different shade of black. They're really weird, really weird. But yeah, that's about silver. Sorry, just looked round. Late? You come at the end. So yeah, that's about it. Anything else?
Is there any other ways that you can help, or any other ways you can get in touch with her to help out, or?
For us, the easiest way is actually email or texting us now. Yep. A lot of the times I can't answer the phone. I try and answer it as much as I can. I'm terrible for it. But it's a case of, it's like today. How do you know what I'm doing today when you're trying to phone me? Yeah. I can't answer my phone right now. Hello, yes, what do you want? Oh, okay. You want to get to marry neutered? Okay. So, yeah, email and text is usually the easiest way to get hold of it. I'll always reply to a text when I've actually got 5 minutes to do it. So, yeah.
Yeah. How we do? Yep.
Are you cool down, Dawn?
Will we get... one more question. Anybody?
Any more questions? Oh, no.
It's a big question.
Uh-huh.
But over the past 18 years, how many cats' lives do you think you've impacted?
Well, you're in thousands and thousands and thousands, and that's not including the feral side of it. I mean...
Yeah.
Mark with a C. Yeah, that's his actual name, is Mark with a C. He came, as I say, from that colony I was talking about earlier on, and literally that is a massive amount of cats there. And yeah, so you're looking at 160 cats there. We've dealt with a few other colonies where you're into hundreds as well. So we're well into thousands of cats we've helped that we can. And sometimes we are 90% times we assure. Welcome to the neutering clinic. So yeah, I got really on quick, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. Yeah.
So obviously you can donate by just giving cash, but we also have QR codes. If you might find a member of the charity team or a lovely charity yourself, you can, if you don't have cash on you, you can scan that, and that will send it to a donation page.
And stickers.
Yes, and stickers.
Or drawing. Yeah. So.
Is there any other things you want to say?
I think I'm spoken out today.
I think you are. Well, thank you very much for coming along. Thanks for everybody coming along to it.
No, thank you guys. It's shiny.
If you would like to speak more to our lovely charity, they will be in the dealer's den today and tomorrow. So
Fill the bucket.
yeah, fill the bucket.
Fill the bucket.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it.